Hi, this is Jason Clark at South Dakota State University, and today we're going to be talking about the future of corn nitrogen work. A few months ago, someone asked me, so what do you see as the future work for nitrogen recommendations? So I took some time to think about it and went over to my crystal ball, as you can see here, and kind of thought about, well, what does it look like for me? And that's what we're going to be discussing today. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at what we're doing right now. So typically when we do and we work on corn nitrogen fertilizer requirement studies, we do something like this. We go to individual fields, as much of the state as we can, and we plot our corn yield versus nitrogen fertilizer requirements, such as this field in Brookings in 2022, and we see about how that field responds to corn nitrogen fertilizer and where it optimizes. So in this field, around 85 pounds of nitrogen and 224 bushel yield. If we look a little bit more about economics, it's about a 76 pounds of N, and with just a decrease of yield about a bushel per acre. So next, if we look at, we do this not just in one site, but here you can see we've looked at 45 locations from 2018 to 2022. And a lot of these may be close to where you are, maybe a little bit farther away, but what I see as the future is taking this from a full state, looking at different places, as many as we can, to you be able to get this closer to your own backyard with or without my help. So if we look at this, go to our backyard, go to our field, and we take that and say we put in zones in different areas. And then what would be next to look at this in our own field would be taking these nitrogen rate studies. Instead of doing them in one place, we can take these and do a range of rates going from 40 to 80 to 200. And we can put them in multiple places in this field, 200 to 400 feet long, or all the way across the field or across the zone. And we can look at these, whether how big they are, how small they are. They wouldn't take up your whole field because we don't want to do that much, but they can take up small portions. So we do that, and what happens with the results is instead of getting one yield curve per field in a year, what you're doing is you're actually getting multiple per field if you're doing multiple of these, and you're getting these different rate response curves that we talk about so frequently, but you're getting them for multiple places in the field or for each individual field in your production area. And with that, you have a lot of power to be able to move your own nitrogen rates without relying on other people. You can look at your own efficiencies and things like that, and we can work with you with developing and looking through the data. If 4 or 6 nitrogen rates isn't really up your alley, you think that's too much, well, let's start out with just 3. So instead of going 0 to 200, let's look at just using our normal rate, subtracting 45, and adding 45 to that normal rate. And we can do that in multiple places in a field, and we can see based on where I am in my field, does that change the rate from my normal rate? Do I need to up it? Do I need to decrease it? And then the next year, you can, based on that, you can up it and decrease it there and kind of hone in on what that rate would be for your individual field. So hope you enjoyed those ideas of what some future fertility might work, going from lots of places in the state to your own backyard, into your own fields and your own operation, and developing the data yourself, working with us or individuals or other people. As always, follow us on social media and here on YouTube to get more information and more research updates. Thank you for your time.